Okay, so here we go. This is the last one, part 4, number 4. You learned in part 3, number 4, that this is the equation for the line that they gave us. And so all I'm going to do is change it to have a negative slope, and I do that by just throwing a little negative right out front like that. Um, and now I'm ready to graph this thing. Now, we're going to have to do some guesstimating as to where it would land on the graph. There are other ways to graph it where you can get it perfectly on there, but this is all I'm expecting to see from you guys. Here we go. The first thing is graph the y-intercept, which is 1 2/3. So I'm going to start at the origin. I'm going to go up 1 and then about 2/3, which would be roughly about right there, a little more than a half. Okay, just doing as best as you can. Alright, so 1 2/3 high. Now I'm going to rise up 5 and run over 3, keeping in mind that it needs to form a negative slope, so a slope that goes downward. So whenever I rise up 5, I'm going to go rise once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay? And then I'm going to run over 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to put a point there. Now notice that my point is not perfectly on that line up there, because you remember I'm 2/3 above this line. So I'm just leaving a little bit of space above there. And then I'm going to do the same thing down in this direction. So I'm going to rise down 5. So I'm going to rise once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and I'm going to run over 3 places. Once, twice, 3 places. I'm going to put a point there, and then I'm going to connect my points as best as I can. Now, I did a pretty good job here getting it to line up with my guesstimating, but yours might not line up perfectly because we're guesstimating around where 2/3 is. Okay, so but you get the idea. It should look kind of like a mirror image of the original line, but it's going to be heading downward. And so this is how you graph number 4.